Oh,
All right.
All right, we are live. This is BB Live number 2.
yes, sir.
This is Eric Cruz, Connor Riley, and we got special special guest, Jimmy Zavala. Say what's up, Jimmy.
What's good, everybody? Jimmy Zavala, aka Yup, it's Jimmy on YouTube.
Word.
Slight plug.
Word.
Check out his channel.
Check out my channel.
Word. Check it
booming
out.
right
Check
now.
it out. He
Booming
needs
right now.
16 more subs to get 100.
Exactly. Yep.
Get that. Start getting that ad revenue in.
Yep. And then I'm about to do like a 100 subscriber special.
Oh, you
Yes,
can't miss
sir.
it.
Can't
Can't
miss
miss it. All right. Today's show is gonna be about this hot new movie, Joker. Just saw it a couple days ago. Crazy. I thought it was awesome. I know there's some mixed reviews out there. I think it's great. I thought it was a pretty freaking awesome movie. What do you guys think?
What do you think, Jim?
So going into the year, I saw Endgame. I thought that was my favorite movie. of the
Fire
year.
movie.
Like it was awesome, but then after watching Joker, I think that's my new favorite movie.
Word. I think I'm on that. I'm like half on that, bro.
Yeah,
Avengers
yeah.
Endgame was crazy, but
Yeah.
Joker is just it was different.
But Joker was definitely different. Like I don't know, like just watch it because like it's dope how it's like 70% is this guy Arthur Fleck, who is pre-Joker, and then the very final act, that's when he becomes a Joker.
Yeah, right.
Which
It was kind of scary. I don't know. I thought it was kind of creepy
It
in a
was
way because
very
like this
creepy. It was
guy.
creepy.
Wait,
It
we're
was
allowed to
mad.
spoil this, right?
I mean,
Yeah, we
Not-
can.
we could spoil it, but let's try and keep the spoilers to a minimum.
Okay.
Spoiler warning for the 2 people listening right now.
No, but I don't know. Just the fact that like he couldn't hold in his laughter. Like
Word. That
that-
was so cool.
That was just like creepy to me because like
Yeah.
there's actually is that actually a thing? Like,
That is an actual
Yeah.
thing.
So that's just even scary that there's people out there that like, can just be like, oh, I have this. I can do what he's doing right now. Like,
yeah. There's actually a video on YouTube. I think it's like 4 years old of like some guy doing that, and it's like going viral now
Yeah.
because everybody's
because of
looking up to
Joker.
see if it's a real thing.
Oh,
Actually,
Yeah.
but that movie was crazy. I think the reason a lot of people aren't liking it is because they saw like Avengers Endgame and like
Mhm.
they're like hoping for like another comic booky movie, and I think this is more like it's not a comic booky movie. Like these are like what DC Comics like actually are. Like, you know what I mean? Like just character pieces like drawn out. Like it was a little slow, but like to me like it was slow for like a reason.
But it was so worth it. Yeah.
What did you
Yeah.
guys say?
I feel like the only comic related thing is just like the character names. That's it.
Word.
Like everything else is like
That's
as real
true,
as it
yeah,
gets.
Yeah, like like Arkham State Hospital, like Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, stuff like that.
there were definitely a lot of dry moments, but there was parts like for like a split like 5 minutes. You're like, oh my god, like out of nowhere, like you weren't expecting it. Like I was jumping some of the time, like. And I don't know. Maybe it was just me. But,
All right, now I'm gonna spoil a little bit because I want to talk about this.
That's
part.
what I'm saying. Because like I don't
Let's
want
go all out.
to blow the spot up. But
Yeah.
But listen, that part when I forgot what it was after, but like
The train?
when he's in the girl's apartment and she's like,
Oh my
"What are you
God.
doing here?" And I'm like,
oh, okay, that blew my mind.
And
like,
then,
why?
and
What
then
do
he
you
just
I looked at
slowly
everyone in
turns
the theater.
around.
Like everyone was like a community. Everyone was like, "No way! Like this is
Yeah.
happening." I was
That was crazy. She's like, "What are you're Arthur, right? What are you doing here?"
And then like just the way he turns saying, "I've had a bad day." I was like, "Oh my god!"
And then he goes like,
He goes,
the finger gun. She
Yeah.
was like, "You need to leave."
"You can leave."
All right, see you later.
yeah, all right, peace. I'll see you.
Nah, but and then we don't see it for the rest of the movie, so it's
Yeah.
like, did he?
And like
kill
her fate is
her?
like open ended.
just open, and that's crazy. That's what I like about this movie too. It's very open ended. I think like the beginning of it, like people like a lot of the diehard comic book fans I know, like they're like, oh, I don't want to see like a Joker origin story. Like
Yeah.
the fact that he doesn't have an origin story is why he's so good. But like even the movie, like you don't know his definitive origin. Like
Word.
he could be adopted. He could be, Bruce Wayne's half brother. He
Mhm.
could be, any number of things. It's just a crazy, crazy movie.
Oh, yeah, the little boy when he said it's Bruce.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was-
he's
I was like, what?
"What's your name?"
And then
I'm
obviously,
Bruce.
the British butler had to be Alfred,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
without actually saying it's Alfred.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That was
Yeah.
cool too, though. He's like, "Why are you at my house?"
Mhm.
And like I feel bad too because like, could you imagine like being Thomas Wayne in the bathroom, and then some guy just comes up to him like, "You're my dad." It's like, no, I'm not. It's like, yeah, you
Oh,
are.
right, yeah.
And he was like,
It's all clicking now.
he was like, no, but he's like, I know who you are. Your mom was crazy, and like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, she beat you and like abused you. And he was like, why are you saying those things? And you're like, punched him.
That's when I felt bad for him because he was like, "Why are you people all so mean to me?"
Yeah,
And my
yeah.
mom was like, "Yo, that's true."
It was true.
Like I felt really bad for the guy, but it
That
was
is
worth it
true.
because then he became the Joker. But
Yeah, I
it was
mean, well,
worth
it was worth it to watch, but
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
else is screwed.
it. Yeah.
Oh man.
But like, I don't know. I always think about that too. Like, I always hate seeing like people alone and like eating by themselves. It always like gets me like a little weird feeling. Like I feel like, and I always try and say hi to people that I don't usually say hi to like that. Because you never know like what person's like literally just teetering like that.
So I
That's
gotta
true.
be nice to everyone because they could just turn out to be the Joker.
Yeah, word.
Life lesson.
Nah, but that
No, but like yeah, when he was on the bus and like the lady was like, "Why you like why you joking
Like,
around with my kid?"
no
And then he
reason
was
for
like,
that.
"Well, actually, he was just he's actually a good guy,
He is a
and he
nice
was
guy.
just like the fact that he had a problem just made everyone else just like think he was a crazy person, but obviously he couldn't like it's not his fault."
like it
But-
just every time he laughed when he really like wanted to cry, I cried for him almost on the inside. Like,
Yeah, like when you give the lady the card explaining everything, like
Yeah.
please, like this is not me, like I'm sorry, and then she was like, oh god, like now I feel like a jerk, like or she would just turn around. But then when he was on the train, he tried. Remember that when the
he said I
guy
have a condition.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and he tried to give him the paper, and they like
They just like
yeah, they're like get that out of here.
beat him up.
Yeah, that no.
No, that was crazy. The train scene was just crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was dope how like he's laughing and then like the entire train just goes like dark and then
Yeah.
like the light comes back on.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Oh,
Word.
when he was on the on like the live show with
Oh my god.
with Robert De Niro,
with
yeah.
Yeah,
Murray.
oh
That
no,
was-
yeah.
the last literally half hour, 40 minutes of the movie were just
Amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
When he's just like fully like just running down the stairs. Like I knew the stairs even like from the trailer, like obviously
like,
that scene of
he
him
just
jumping
looks
down the
so
stairs.
good.
But those chairs are like so symbolic in the movie. Like every time he walked,
He
like
walks up.
he walks up, it's like a struggle for him.
Uh-huh.
And then like
And
you know,
he
you see
just-
him do it like
yeah.
3 times, and then he does it one time, he just runs up, and when he comes back down, he's freaking
He's,
like jumping and
Yeah.
like
dancing and
dancing and
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah.
Super crazy. I know. I think, I think the easy thing to do is like compare him to like Heath Ledger. You know, Heath Ledger Joker. It's like, well, Heath Ledger, this and that, like he's the best Joker. Like there's nobody compared to him, and like, and like since the fact that he passed away like right after he did that performance, even like,
Oh, yeah.
like you can't ask Heath Ledger like, what
Yeah.
did you think about it? So people are like defending it for him, I
Yeah.
guess. But I think it's just like like they're both the best, and you just can't compare them. Like
exactly.
I think Joaquin Phoenix was like the Joker, like he did the first stage of the Joker, and like Heath Ledger did like the middle and last stages of the
Yeah.
Joker. I feel like if you like put them next to each other, you could it's totally reasonable to believe that like Joaquin Phoenix Joker could become Heath Ledger's Joker, like after like 10
Word,
years,
yeah.
5, you know what I mean?
I gotta be more educated on this because I don't really watch a lot of these stuff.
No, you don't
Yeah.
watch like the Dark Knight and something like that.
No.
You've
If I
never
did,
seen
it
The
was
Dark
just out of
Knight?
order. Or if I just
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
watch like I didn't even like watch to the full. Like that's why I think I gotta get into it a little more.
You
That's just
should.
that's with everything though. Like Game of Thrones, like all that stuff. Like I don't even watch.
So Connor's gonna be taking a leave of absence from BB Live these next few weeks to
Binge
catch
watching.
up. Yeah, to catch up on everything.
Word.
But
I'm uneducated.
what time we're at right now? 8:30. All right. Well, we're gonna cut it here for a little commercial break from our sponsors, and then we'll be back in a jiffy. Okay.
Dude, I had no idea what